This is Chris Bodegos. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Bodegos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks, so I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown September 9th, 2022 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. And this episode is already going to be looking good because we started off with the first match of the night. It was Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, the Brawling Brutes, versus the Intercontinental Champion Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci, Imperium, in a six-man tag team match. In this match, it was a pretty damn good match. If you have yet, go check it out. First match of the night. We get straight to it. And yeah, we started off, I think it was like Butch and Giovanna. So yeah, it was a pretty good start. You know, everybody's going at it and all that. And Imperium was dominating at first. Like, it was dominating like the first half of this match. But then it was like up until Sheamus got into the ring, and that's when the Brawling Brutes started picking up the pace a little bit. The crowd was red hot for Sheamus, by the way. Like, they was going all for Sheamus, cheering for him and everything. So yeah, Sheamus brought the fight. You know, started punching Ludwig in the chest like 25 times, I think they said, and yeah, he was just dominating and everything. But yeah, the Brawling Brutes almost picked up the win a few times. At one point, we did see Sheamus come up and hit Vinci with the bro kick, and then he managed to hit the the Celtic cross onto Ludwig Kaiser on top of Vinci, laying them both out, and then he tags in Ridge Holland. That's when Ridge Holland comes in, hits a vicious clothesline to the back of the head onto Ludwig, goes for the pin, 1, 2. That's when Gunther comes into the ring, breaking it up, hitting a chop to the back onto Ridge Holland, breaking up the pin, and then that's when Sheamus comes back in, brawling with Gunther inside the ring, and then they take it outside the ring, just beating down each other, and that's when Gunther hits a big boot onto Sheamus, taking him out, and then we see Vinci actually hitting a brainbuster onto Butch at one point, taking him out in the middle of the ring. But then there was one bad scene where Ludwig ran to the ropes and he was coming back to Ridge Holland, and that's when Ridge Holland hits a back body drop onto him, but freaking the power in that back body drop freaking turned Ludwig inside out, literally, and he landed bad on his knee, it looks like. But he still continued with the match, because that's when Imperium, took control and stuff, beating down Ridge Holland, and then that's when they hit the Imperium bomb onto Ridge Holland, pinning him for the 3 count. So yeah, Imperium defeated the Brawling Brutes tonight in the 6-man tag team match. Ludwig looked like he was favoring that knee a little bit during this match after taking that bump. But he still jumped off that second turnbuckle and stuff, delivering the European uppercut and stuff. And hopefully he's okay. Like, I really hope so. But yeah, it was just a bad landing. I think the guy was like on the knee and not, anywhere else pretty much. But yeah, it was just a bad landing. But it looks like he'll be okay. Hopefully he will be. So yeah, that's what happened there. Great 6-man tag team match. So yeah, for that 6-man tag match, I'll give it 4 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a pretty good, entertaining 6-man tag match. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't yet. Still to come later on tonight, we will see Solo Sikoa, joining the Bloodline later on tonight on SmackDown. Not only that, we will see a Fatal 5-Way elimination match. Winner of that match challenges Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. So yeah, that match will be happening later on tonight. So yeah, so many stuff happening tonight on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, before I talk about the next segment, SmackDown did like a little tribute pretty much to Queen Elizabeth that passed away. So yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, we get to the next segment, and then it was, by the way, Roman Reigns is now on SmackDown tonight, just to tell y'all that. But it was the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay the Usos, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline, come out. And then Sami Zayn pretty much getting everybody hyped, telling everybody to stand on their feet. And then Jimmy and Jay starts talking about how they are now bringing out their younger brother to join the bloodline, and that is Solo Sikoa. So yeah, he comes out, and then while he was coming out, pretty much WWE did like a little video package about what he's all about, pretty much from his NXT days and all that stuff. So yeah, that was pretty cool, so everybody can know who he is really. But yeah, he comes in, and then pretty much he joins the bloodline, talking about how nobody would take down the bloodline, his brothers or his cousin. So yeah, that's what he was saying. And there was a funny point where as soon as he got into the ring, Sami Zayn was expecting him to hug him, but Solo just looked at him and he said, nah, pretty much. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then all of a sudden, Drew McIntyre comes out with a steel chair. Everybody got out of the ring except Solo, and then Solo gets hit in the chest with the steel chair. He starts getting beat down, and then Sami Zayn comes in there saving Solo Sikoa, getting beat down with the steel chair and escaping as well. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then Drew McIntyre said he wants Solo Sikoa tonight, and Solo said he wants him tonight. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. I'll see you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a tag team match. It was the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah, versus Gigi Dolan, JC Jane, Toxic Attraction in a tag team non-title match. Now, pretty much Toxic Attraction had a video that they had played while they was making their entrance, talking about how if they never got injured and they never got taken out of the tournament, that Raquel and Aaliyah would not be the women's tag team champions right now. They would have. So tonight they're going to prove that they can beat them. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then we get to the match. It was an okay match. We get to the ending where it looked like Toxic Attraction was trying to hit a double suplex onto Raquel, but then we see Aaliyah come in, spearing Gigi Dolan, taking her out, and both of them starts brawling outside the ring. And that's when Raquel picks up JC Jane, lifts her up, hitting that one-handed powerbomb onto her, and then pinning her for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeated Toxic Attraction tonight in the tag team match. That's what happened. For that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay tag team match. But yeah, that's what happened there. But then after that, we hear from Michael Cole talking about Ronda Rousey, because it was talking about how Ronda Rousey is facing discipline for what she did last week, but it's not going to be made public. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, later on tonight, Ronda Rousey will be in action in the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. Winner of that match faces Liv Morgan at Extreme Rules for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So yeah, that match will be happening later on tonight on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing to happen on Friday Night SmackDown, now we get the Fatal 5-Way match. It was Ronda Rousey versus Natalya versus Sonya Deville versus Xia Li versus Lacey Evans in a Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. Winner of this match faces Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. Now, Liv Morgan was watching this match from the stands, and if you want to hear something funny, apparently they never told Lacey Evans about the match. She found out through Twitter or something. So yeah, that was just something funny from earlier today that I just wanted to say. But yeah, she didn't even know she was supposed to be in the match, I guess. But yeah, we get to the match, and right off the bat, like, a lot of women starts going at it, but Ronda Rousey locks on the armbar onto Natalya, making her tap out. And then we get to one point where Ronda Rousey locks on the armbar onto Lacey Evans, and Sonya Deville locks on the sleeper hold onto Xia Li, making them tap out. So all of them got eliminated, and then it leads to a one-on-one match between Ronda Rousey and Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville was doing pretty good at one point. Ronda Rousey was trying to hit Piper's Pit onto Sonya, but Sonya reverses it by getting off her shoulders and locking on that sleeper hold. And then Ronda was trying to break up the submission. She rolls out the ring and runs Sonya Deville into the barricade, grabs her, throws her back into the ring, and then hits Piper's Pit onto her. And then instead of going for the armbar, she locks on the ankle lock, making her tap out. So yeah, Ronda Rousey defeated Sonya Deville Natalya, Lacey Evans, and Xia Li tonight in the Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. And she will be taking on Liv Morgan for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. So yeah, that's what happened there for that match. I'll give it 2 stars. That's what I'll give it. We already knew that Ronda Rousey was going to win this match, and yeah. That's why I'll give the match. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then we get to the next segment where we see Solo Sikoa and the Usos talking, but then Sami Zayn walks in, and Sami, was trying to talk to Solo, and Jey Uso kept on getting, butting in and stuff, and then Solo tells Sami, he said, you know what, Roman was talking about how you help out and stuff, and I appreciate your help that you did out there. So yeah, that's what he said to him, and Sami was like, I want you to know that all of us will be having your back tonight. And Jey Uso was like, nah, he got us all by himself. And then Solo was like, I will get it all by myself, get this match done. But still, if I need your help, I'll ask for your help. And then Jey Uso was like, no, screw that. We'll all go out there for you. So yeah, him and Sami Zayn just keep on butting heads. They was arguing at one point until Jimmy Uso had to break them up from arguing and stuff. So yeah, just pretty fun and stuff right there. But yeah, later on tonight in the main event, we will see Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa tonight on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then. So the next thing to happen on Friday night SmackDown, we'll get to the 8-man tag team match. But before I talk about the 8-man tag team match, we see Ronda Rousey walk up to, we see Shayna Baszler walk up to Ronda Rousey and starts talking to her, talking about good luck against Liv Morgan at Extreme Rules. And she said, well, she don't need luck. And she said, well, whenever she wants to start being a badass, just hit her up. So yeah, that's what she said. Then we get to the 8-man tag team match. It was Ashante Adonis and Top Dollar with B-Fab, Hit Row, teaming up with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, versus Humberto Angel, Los Lotharios, and Monse and Mansoor with Maxine Dupree and Max Dupree, the Maximum Male Model. So yeah, that's what we got. We got the 8-man tag team match. It was an okay 8-man tag team match. At the ending, we see Montez trying to do stuff, but then at the ending, we see Angelo Dawkins jump over the top rope with the front flip onto the Los Lotharios, and then Top Dollar like he was going to do it because he was a legal man at that point, but then when he runs to the ropes, Maxine gets on the ring apron, B-Fab knocks her off the apron, both of them starts arguing, and then Max Dupree gets in front of him, and then Max Dupree got kicked upside the head after that by Top Dollar, and then that's when Top Dollar grabs Mansoor and swung him around in the air, kicking Marseille, and then he tags in Ashante Adonis. They hit their tag team finisher move onto Mansoor and then pins him for the 3 count. So yeah, Hit Row and Street Profits defeated the Maximum Male Models and Los Lotharios tonight in the 8-man tag team match. For that match, I'll give it 2 stars. That's why I'll give it. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, now it was Chad Gable and Otis, Alpha Academy coming out. Talking about, did y'all miss us being on Friday Night SmackDown? And starts talking junk to the fans, talking about the basketball team and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what Alpha Academy was doing. But then Braun Strowman interrupts him. Has a new theme song, by the way. He comes out, beats down Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy was actually getting the upper hand a little bit because it was 2-on-1, but Braun Strowman was coming back, beating them both down, hitting a powerbomb on the Chad Gable, laying him out, and then grabs Otis and hits a big old powerbomb on Otis, laying him out as well. So yeah, Braun Strowman returns to SmackDown and just laid out Alpha Academy. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment. But then after that, Drew McIntyre was getting interviewed backstage, and he said he's going to get his hands on Solo Sikoa for pretty much costing him the Universal Championship match at Clash of the Castle. So yeah, that's what Drew McIntyre is saying. That match will be happening up next. Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa up next in the main event on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the main event. It was Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa with Jimmy and Jay the Usos and Sami Zayn at ringside, the Bloodline. So yeah, it was a one-on-one match between those two guys, and it was a pretty good match. At the first half of the match, we see Drew McIntyre taking control of this match, dominating and stuff, and then Sikoa starts coming back at the ending, and Sami Zayn and the Usos always kept on interfering and stuff. But then at one point in this match, we seen pretty much Drew McIntyre scaring off the Usos, and then he got rolled up and kicked out at 2, and then he lays out Sikoa like he knocked him out of the ring. And then at one point he was trying to run and do the front flip over the top rope onto them, but then Sami Zayn grabbed McIntyre's foot. McIntyre tosses Sami in the ring, setting up for the Claymore after that. But then as soon as he ran and hit the Claymore onto Sami, that's when Sikoa hits the super kick onto Drew McIntyre, pins him 1-2. McIntyre barely kicking out at 2, and then we seen the Usos drag out Drew McIntyre, beating him down and stuff, but the referee has back turned because he was trying to get Sami Zayn to get off the ring apron. So yeah, the Usos was beating down Drew McIntyre, and that's when the Street Profits comes down, brawling with the Usos, and then Sami Zayn was getting involved and everything, and then we see Montez Ford climb up the top turnbuckle, jumping off for a crossbody onto the Bloodline, taking them out, and then when we left Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa in the ring. Solo was trying to hit Samoan drop onto Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre got off his shoulders quickly, pushed him to the ropes, hitting a Claymore onto Solo Sikoa, but then Solo falls out the ring through the second rope after getting hit with the Claymore, and then as soon as he fell out the ring, we see Karrion Kross attacking Drew McIntyre from behind, causing a disqualification. So yeah, Drew McIntyre defeated Solo Sikoa by DQ. And Karrion Kross locked on the cross jacket onto Drew McIntyre. McIntyre was trying to fight out of it as much as he could, but Karrion Kross was not letting go. So making him pass out. So yeah, that's what happened there. It was a pretty good match, and yeah, it sucks that it ended in DQ, but what can you do? So yeah, for that match, I'll give it 2.5 stars. Is what I'll give it. It was a pretty good match between Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa. Up until the DQ. So yeah, but for match of the night, I gotta say it was that 6-man tag team match, the first match of the night, because that match was amazing. Go check it out. If you want to go check out a match, go check out that match. That match was pretty good. But tonight's SmackDown, it was, in my opinion, it was just whatever, pretty much. Yeah, build up some stuff like Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre's feud and all that stuff. But it was just a 6-man tag team match. That was the highlight of the show, pretty much. So if there's only one thing for you to go check out that match. For tonight's SmackDown, though, I'll give it 7 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was an okay episode. Not the best, and definitely it wasn't the worst either, but yeah. That has been my WWE Friday Night SmackDown reviews. So yeah, I'll be discussing about Monday Night Raw this Monday, so look out for that. And yeah, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikToks. Both my TikTok channels, they'll all be down there in the description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys later until this Monday's Monday Night Raw reviews. See you guys later until then.